Welcome back. I recognize that the last episode was maybe a little all over the place, and I thought about it some more, and I don't think that's actually my fault necessarily, because I think this pack is just like that. So usually when I do videos for modded Minecraft, well, I say usually, I only have one other series, but in GTNH, what I used to do was I would pick a topic or a pretty easily defined goal, and I would dedicate the whole video to doing that. So for example, this whole video is going to be about blood magic. This whole video is about to be all about bees or whatever. Not that I ever did bees really, but that's just not really possible in this mod pack, which is sort of a good thing, I think, because of what it's going for. Because the mod pack, the name is FTB Interactions, right? So for literally everything I want to do, I have to jump between like 4 different mods. So it feels a little all over the place, but I don't know if it's coming off that way to you guys. So let me know, because if I fail this training, corporate is going to have my head. Anyway, I have tried to plan a bit more for today's episode. And what I want to do is I want to continue working on setting up all of the oil stuff. So I still have a couple more LV machines to make just to finish it off, but I'm going to work on the chickens and the pump. Let's start with that. And everything else, we'll see if we still have time. I think I will, but we'll see. Now, the reason I wanted the nether last time was because the mobs get harder, or at least that's what I thought. I don't know if that's actually true, because I still haven't seen any endermen. And I really need ender eyes to continue. And actually, it seems like I'm right. Look at the minimap. I see an enderman. Let's go get him. I need to make a sword. I don't have a weapon. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm just gonna die over and over. Can't be helped, I suppose. Now, I don't know what weapons would be ideal in this case. Obviously, it has to be a melee weapon because it's an enderman. And looking at the swords, they all seem like a lot of effort. So I'm just gonna make a diamond sword. This is probably good enough, right? Surely it functions like a normal diamond sword. I hope. All right, let's go get this enderman, and he's gone. Okay, well, at least I know they can spawn now. So I guess I just have to kind of walk around and hope I find one. That's a bit annoying. Oh my god, that's a lot of mobs. That is a lot of mobs. This was not the play. But I see one. Come here, Mr. Enderman. Oh my god, the sea serpent. Okay, I gotta leave. This is not good. Okay. This may be good. Ow. Holy shit. Well, Enderman 1. Tooge HamCorp 0. And of course it's daytime. This is the first time in this mod pack that I'm a bit upset that it's daytime. Okay, there's got to be a better way to just spawn mobs. I'm sure there is, because I am definitely going to need to farm ender pearls. And I don't know, when do I get deep mob learning? I know that exists here. Maybe it might be smart for me to save an ender pearl so I can do this. I think I will. Anyway, I need some ender pearls, so I guess, I don't know, I guess I'll build or something. And then I'm gonna kill the first enderman I see, hopefully. Alright, let's try this. Let me see if I can do this a bit more intelligently. Let's see, where's this enderman? There's one over there. Where are you, friend? Oh, there you are. Hi. Oh wait, he teleports me? That's crazy. Where am I? Fuck. Please don't despawn. Please don't despawn. I need your balls. That's canonically what ender pearls are, by the way. Enderman balls. There we go. 2 pearls. That is... I don't know if that's how many I need. I might need more. Surely the quest will... it doesn't give me more. Hey, wait a minute. What is this sword? Ah, interesting. You can prevent the teleportation ability of enderman by keeping an ender pearl in your inventory. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's good to know. Let me see if I can get some more, actually, because I need more pearls. There's one over here. It's kind of far. A little dangerous. It's probably worth it, though. Maybe not. Kind of spooked. I don't really want to deal with all the other mobs. They are really, really annoying. Okay, well, I know that 2 ender pearls is enough to get started, so maybe I'll just get back to gregging. I'm scared. All right, I got my pump. I got my ender pearls. The ender pearls, if you have forgotten, are for the fluid transfer nodes, for the eyes of redstone specifically. So I'm going to craft these up also really quick. Should be not an issue at all. I'm going to make those. I'm going to make my GPS marker, and then I'll have a wireless fluid transport. And once I have that, I can actually set up oil properly. Oh shit! I need another ender pearl. So I need 2 eyes of redstone, right, to make my 2 transfer nodes. But I also need resonating redstone crystals, which in turn need ender shards. So yeah, I actually needed a 3rd ender pearl. Now we know, I guess. Oh shit. MV recipe. Well, I could do it in a work table. Woo. Cool. Astral is so cool. I love Astral so much. Such a cool mod. I am a bit scared of figuring out how to automate it though, because it seems a little unwieldy. Anyway, here's my fluid transfer node. I am missing 1 more pump. And transfer node number 2. Nice. Now I just need the GPS marker, and then I'm gonna go set up a little oil platform. However, before I start doing that, I want to point out that I can now make ender shards. Remember these? These were used with the teleporters. This is how I get back and forth from my void portal and nether portal. I can make these now that I can get my hands on ender shards and ender pearls. And these are used with starlight crafting, or sorry, with luminous crafting. Well, I guess they're the same thing. But yeah, these are used to make more teleporters. So I can finally start to expand my teleportation range. The cost here is quite low. It's just marble, a piece of gold, and some ender shards. The ender shards are the worst part, purely because they need... Oh, they have the same name. Ender shard, ender shard. I just noticed that. But yeah, purely because they need extra utilities to ender shards, which come from ender pearls. So they are, right now, the most expensive part of this. And I have 6 ender shards left. And I think I have to use all of them to make a new pair of ender shards and teleporters. Because the shards are 1 each. And then the teleporters cost 2 shards each. So in total, that's 6. Don't mind me just sailing my boat, looking at unspeakable horrors. What the hell is that? That's so cursed. Anyway, here we are. Here's my oil. I'm so stupid. I forgot to bring the pump. Man, well, at least I brought the teleporter and the shard, so could have been worse, I guess. I'm gonna expand this out just a little bit, though. Alright, thank God for these teleporters. I'm so glad I made them. But here we go. Here is my pump. I'm gonna put that here. Here is my LV energy converter. This converts RF or FE into EU. I imagine this side is the EU side and this side is the FE side. Yeah, it says that in Wayla as well. And I didn't bring a wrench. Okay, here's my wrench. This faces down. The Spectre coil I got from the quest, which I don't know if I showed. I've shown the quest, but I don't think I showed myself completing it, but this quest. This is the reward for making the converter. Spectre coil goes here. That just generates energy for free forever, which is pretty nice for this exact use case. And now I would have imagined that this just starts working, but clearly it doesn't. Maybe if I place it like this, this might work. Indeed it does. Okay, so it just starts. Cool. Tank is filling up. Is it just genuinely that slow? It is. It's just really, really slow. I guess that's fine. And finally, for the transfer nodes, I don't exactly remember how these work, but let's see. So if I place a transfer node here, this starts to fill up with oil. That's good. And I think what I need to do is go back, place a receiving transfer node somewhere, maybe, ooh, I don't know. I'll just put it here for now. And I think I shift right click this to save the coordinates, and then I put this marker in here. Is that right? Yep, this is going down, which means this now has oil. Perfect. Nice. I do need to chunk load this though. That would be pretty tragic. Oh, I probably need to chunk load the entire oil field. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do a 3x3, I guess. And cool, now I have oil. I'm gonna start storing it in this reinforced large drum that I got from a quest. Except, oh, I wonder, Can I bind the GPS to the drum directly? Let's try that, actually. That might be really nice if that is the case. Oh, it does. It does. Oh my god. I didn't need to make this one then. Okay, that's good to know. So fluid transfer nodes are just transmitters, and anything can be a receptacle. You just need to tag it with a GPS marker. That is pretty handy, actually. That means we have oil. And now that I have oil, I can make some mana. Using that one flower I mentioned, the petunia. I don't know how many to make. I think I'll just make one for now. But once I have this, I can make my 2 chickens. I do need a little bit of saltpeter to make Fido grow. There's this recipe that uses apatite instead, but it kind of looks like it sucks. So I'd rather just go out and find some saltpeter. I probably need to anyway for the electrotine. Oh god, they attack from really far away. But it does spawn in the nether. I need to find tiny piles of saltpeter dust on the surface. And the spawn range is 5 to 45, which is like the most annoying spawn range in the nether because it's all under lava. Alright, I'm gonna get to work. You know, that actually wasn't so bad because I have my scanner. So I could just dig out a corridor and keep scanning. And eventually, this did show up. I found a diatomite, electrotine, saltpeter vein. I did find some other ores too. Well, mostly just manganese. There's a bunch of manganese veins I found, and also one bauxite vein that I forgot to put on the ore vein tracker, but there's a bauxite vein here. And I did also find dimensional shard ore. These seem to be very, very common. Like if I scan, look at this. All of these are dimensional shards. So it's pretty easy to find, but I don't really know what they're used for. Anyway, I am going to head home now. Alright, a stack of Fido grow. Cool. Finally, to make the petunia, I need a white tulip. And I do not know where to get that. I tried bone mealing a few times, never showed up. Maybe I just got unlucky. But I think I'm going to wait for daytime. And then I'm going to go back to my void portal here. And then run around in this field. Surely in the meadow, I can find white tulips. In the meantime though, while I wait for daytime, I'm going to craft up Wand of the Forest, which needs wisdom wood sticks. Actually, what is the recipe? Also needs a crystallized mineral chunk. But besides that, yeah, okay, this is super easy. I'm going to craft this. I'm also going to craft a mana spreader, because I definitely need that. I did show this before, but I never got around to doing it, but I'm just going to do that. I got nothing else to do. Waiting for daytime. Hey, wait. I need the petunia to do this quest? That's kind of silly. You really don't. Like, look, I have one. I cannot believe that I haven't found a single tulip of any color over here. Like, what? Am I just blind? Am I just not seeing it? I don't think so. Oh, finally, here. I just saw some in this biome. Right next to home, actually. I came back because I figured I can zoom in and scan the horizon, and it's probably faster. And I was right. Right here. Tulips. Alright, petunia. And the wand, of course. Which I'm gonna set up right here. Right here. And I think I just need to like place oil. Or any burnable, maybe? I don't think it has to be oil. I think I got a comment that said it can be creosote. So that would actually be a bit nicer. I'm gonna get some creosote. Never mind, I'm not, because I don't actually make a backlog of creosote. I'm just gonna use oil, it's fine. 3 buckets of oil are surely enough, right? Right, so I am going to link this mana spreader to the mana splitter. And here's a little bit of mana, not much. And that is why I brought multiple buckets of oil. But still probably not enough. To make mana powder, I gotta throw some Fido grow into the mana. And I have a ton of Fido grow here. Hopefully not quite enough yet. Maybe I should actually just link this to one pool. That might be a bit faster for right now. Wow, I need 2 mana powder. Alright, I gotta get more oil. But this should be done pretty soon. Oh, finally, the chickens. Here comes the mineral chicken. Awesome. I'm gonna breed this thing up. That shouldn't take too long with a time in a bottle. And then once that's done, It's going to start producing mineral enriched eggs, which can be compressed into mineral crystals, which in turn can be centrifuged into mineral resin. And I'm going to use that mineral resin to make 64 crystallized canola seeds so that I can make a canola chicken. These seeds I kind of just have to get from exploring the world, but I'm pretty sure I have plenty of seeds. I have 1 seed. That's not an issue though. I can always bone meal this and get more, so I guess I will be back with chicken number 2, the canola chicken. Nice. 2 new chicken employees put to work in their little cubicles. This is perfect. I do need to deal with the roost collector. It's obviously not exactly working as intended because I don't have any drawers with overflow protection, but I'll set that up next time. I'm pretty happy with the progress today.